have a box here that I just put away, but the manufacturer will give you clear instructions. Hello, home stars, welcome back. Welcome. Behind me here, we have a calculation that I finished in a previous video. And this calculation is to show you how to calculate the easiest way to calculate how much fabric you will need for your grommet curtain panels in order for you to be able to make the grommet curtain panels. And so we're going to use this information to go through a step-by-step tutorial to talk about how to make your grommet curtains. Now, your measurements will most likely be different from mine. So you will just substitute my numbers for your numbers, but the steps will be there, right? So you just have to use the steps. Now, the first thing we need to do is extract some numbers here, and we're going to write down our finished width and our finished length. FW is for finished width and FL is for finished length. Now, our finished length we've decided would be 84 inches. So let's just write 84 inches here. And our finished width will be 60 plus 35. Now, 60 is the width that we're covering with 2 curtain panels. And so we are making 1 curtain panel 60 plus 35 more inches because we are allowing for the extra fabric for the grommets, the placement of the grommets, right? Because we don't want to use just the flat 60. If we do that, then the grommets are going to eat into your fullness. So we are adding the extra fabric for the grommet. And of course, you would have watched, or you can watch this, the calculation video, and if you're not that clear, you can become clearer if you watch it, right? So that's 60 plus 35 equals 95 inches. So when we are done making our curtain panel, our panel is supposed to be 95 inches wide. So it's supposed to be 95 by 84. However, in order to arrive at the finished width and the finished length, there is something called your cut width and your cut length. And those include our hems. The cut width includes the side hem, and the cut length includes the top hem and the bottom hem. So what we'll do is 95 inches here, plus, that's the width now, plus 8 inches. And we're using 8 inches because we need 4 inches for each side. 2 inches double hem, fold, 4 inches plus 4 inches, that's 8 inches. So that's 103 inches. So before you start stitching your side hems, your panel should be 103 inches wide. Now for our cut length, it will be 84 plus our top hem and our bottom hem. Standard measurement for our top hem is 4 plus 4 inches double hem. So that's 8 inches. The bottom is generally the same. As I said in the previous video, you can use a 2-inch double hem if you want, or a 3-inch double hem. We're using in this calculation, we used a 4-inch double hem. So that would be 8 inches extra for the top and 8 inches extra for the bottom. So that's 84 plus 16 inches equal 100 inches, right? So therefore, when you cut your fabric, you will most definitely have to join widths of fabric to make your panel. If you buy If you buy a double width fabric, then you don't have to join widths. But if you buy a 54 inches or a 60 inches wide fabric, then you'll have to join width to make your panel. Therefore, if you are joining widths of fabric and you have a 54-inch fabric, 54 plus 54, that's 108 inches, right? And so we're supposed to have 103 inches. Therefore, you will have to take off that extra that is over 103, less the increment that you will need to join your panels. Usually a half an inch is good, or I would go with an inch if I'm going to use like a French seam. That is the best seam to use to actually join widths of fabric, because when you're done you do not see any raw edges. So allow for that increment in order to be able to join your widths of fabric. After you have joined your width of fabric, the next thing you're going to need to do is to do your hems. Now, if you do your side hem first, what's going to happen is when you do your top hem and your bottom hem, you're going to have like, see, like how you have this showing at the top here, you will have it showing at the side instead. So if you want to prevent that from happening, what you can do is do your top and your bottom hems first and then do your side hems. So after you have joined your panels, the next step is gonna be number 1, join widths for panel. Number 2, the next thing you're going to do is do your top hem and your bottom hem. So you are going to fold your fabric over once and then you fold your fabric over another time. That is your double hem. And then you're going to go ahead and stitch it off right across. Now, I usually say press before or iron before you stitch, just to make sure that your seams are not pokering and everything looks lovely. Right now, I have lots and lots of videos in 2 playlists: window treatments playlist and sewing for the home, where I talk about lots of different topics when you're doing curtains that can help you to accomplish making your curtain panels successfully, right? So let's get back. Number 2, you're going to do your top hem and your bottom hem. So number 2 is stitch top and bottom hems. Number 3, stitch your side hems. And your top hem and your bottom hem, 4 inches double hem. Your side hems, we're using the same side hem number that we use to do the calculation when we're cutting and stitching the fabric. We have to stick to that. We do not have any allowance to change numbers, right? So decide on what you want before you do your calculation. We did 2-inch double hems. And so that is what we would do in this case. So therefore, what we do is this top hem and bottom hem, it's 4 inches double hem. Our side hems, number 3, stitch side hems. And our side hems, 2 inches double hems. And that is basically what you do you're done. Your panel is done. The only next thing you need to do is to apply your grommet to the panel, right? And I'm going to take you a little closer so we can walk through how you're going to apply your grommet to the panel that you have stitched, right? Now, I am gonna, in the description, I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the link to the calculations, because you're gonna need to check out the calculations in order to be clear on everything, to be able to accomplish what we're doing here right now, right? Because one of the things that we did in the calculation is how many grommets we will need on this specific curtain panel, right? And we got 14 grommets. As I said, I will put that link so you can check out how we arrived at the 14 grommets. We have stitched our panel. We have joined widths and we have stitched our panel to 95 inches wide by 84 inches long. What we're going to do now is start applying our grommets. When we did our calculations, we allowed for 2 inches on the end. So what we're going to do is, if you're allowing for an inch, then you work with an inch, right? Now, one of the things I would say to, no, we'll look at that when I look at what we need to consider when we're making grommet curtains, because I don't want to get too wordy or lengthy here. So let's go. We allowed for 2 inches from the edge here. So what we're going to do is measure our 2 inches. And then when we measure our 2 inches, we start placing our grommets. So the first one would be 2 inches from the edge. Now, this is one of the reasons why we calculated how much fabric we would need for our grommets. We said our spacing is 4 inches, right? And we allowed the extra for the grommets. So we don't have to fuss about anything. We just place our first grommet. Now, I have a box here that I just put away, but the manufacturer will give you clear instructions. Oh, there's some long curtains at the bottom here. I'm tripping on. Sorry about that, guys. So the manufacturer will give you clear information as to how to install your grommets on your curtains, right? So you just have to read their instructions and follow their instructions. I don't want to give you instructions to actually install the thing when they are giving you instructions to install what they made, right? I am going through with you now to do the placement of the grommets. So as I said, we allowed for 2 inches. So we're going to measure from our the end here, and we're going to start our first grommet where the 2 inches are. And then we're going to go ahead, install the first grommet. Then we're going to measure from the edge here. Our spacing is 4 inches. So we're going to go up to 4 inches, and then we're going to place another grommet. And then after that, that's all we're doing. Install, measure 4 inches, place another grommet. I only have 2 grommets here, but you get what I'm saying, right? We have allowed for the 2 inches from the edge when we did our calculation. We allowed the space for the grommet, and we also allowed our spacing. And that is why I actually used the grommet to calculate how much fabric, because it makes your job easier. It's already there. Just use up the space. So you have your 2 inches, grommet, 4 inch space, grommet, 4 inch space, grommet, 4 inch space, and you go right across your curtain, right? And so, yeah, my grommet is 2.5 inches, right? So I used 2.5 inches. You have to use the measurement of your grommet in your calculation. But it's pretty simple. Do your panel and then just follow the steps. And yeah, you've got some lovely grommet curtains. That's it, my friends. It's pretty straightforward. Check out your finished length, your finished width, your finished length, your cut width, your cut length. Then cut your fabric, join your widths of fabric to make the panel that to the size that you want. Do your top hems, your top and bottom hems, and then do your side hems. And go ahead and do your 2 inches, your grommet 4 inches, grommet 4 inches, grommet, because we have allowed for it in the calculation. If you choose to use like 3 inches, then that's fine. Then your spacing is going to be 3 inches. The one thing you want to make sure you do is whenever you're measuring the area around your window to dress, make sure that number is divisible by 4. If 4 is your spacing, if 3 is your spacing, make sure it's divisible by 3 without a remainder. Because not only do we want to get like a number of grommets to use, but we need to get an even number of grommets. Because we need to start our grommet from the back, and then when we're finished putting the curtain panel on, this is also supposed to be at the back. And that can only happen if we have even number of grommets. If you got value from today's lesson, please go ahead, subscribe, turn on your bell notification, click all, like the video, share the video if you know somebody who could use this lesson. And yeah, leave me a message. Leave me a comment, because I love to chat with you. Can't wait to connect with you again. Until then, you take care now.